What if I told you that nearly every person over 60 is slowly losing their vision right now, and 99% of them have no idea that a simple cup of tea could help protect their eyesight? Think about it, most people believe vision loss is just part of aging. The blurry words on the page, the glare from headlights at night, the colors that don't seem as bright anymore. Doctors often say that's normal, it's just age. And sure, age plays a role, but that's not the whole story. Here's the shocking part. Modern science now proves that certain herbal teas, ancient remedies used for centuries, contain powerful compounds that can actually protect your eyes. They can improve circulation to the retina, calm inflammation, and slow down the very processes that lead to cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. And yet, almost nobody talks about it. Some folks will tell you, come on, tea can't do that. Others will say only surgery or medication can save your vision. But after decades as a physician working with older adults, I can tell you this. Those small daily habits, like what you drink, matter more than most people realize. And that's exactly what we're exploring today, the top 5 herbal teas that support strong and clear eyes after 60. We're going to uncover the science, share real-life stories, and reveal how these teas can fit into your life starting today. By the end, you'll never look at a cup of tea the same way again. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Every click helps us keep bringing you life-changing health tips that most people have never heard of. All right, let's get into it, because what you're about to discover might just help you see the world more clearly for years to come. Why this matters? Here's something most people don't realize. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly 12 million Americans over the age of 40 are living with vision impairment. And by the time we cross 60, the numbers rise sharply. The National Eye Institute reports that age-related eye diseases like cataracts, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, and macular degeneration are now the leading causes of blindness in older adults. Think about that for a moment. 12 million people. That's not just a number on paper, that's your neighbor down the street, your friend at church, or maybe even you or someone you love. Vision decline has quietly become more than a personal struggle. It's a national health crisis. But here's the question I want you to consider. If vision decline is so common, does it have to be inevitable? Do we really have to accept that reading becomes harder, night driving more dangerous, or that our favorite hobbies fade away with age? The truth, backed by science, is no. While we cannot stop the clock, we can influence how our eyes age. And one of the most powerful tools is right in your kitchen. Research from ophthalmology has shown that diets rich in antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, nutrients commonly found in plants and herbs, can reduce the risk of advanced macular degeneration by more than 40%. Another long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who regularly consumed flavonoid-rich foods like herbal teas had much lower rates of cataracts compared to those who didn't. This tells us something important. What we eat and drink matters, often more than we realize. Now, why teas? Why not just take a supplement or a pill? The difference lies in how nature packages its medicine. Herbal teas deliver antioxidants, flavonoids, and carotenoids in a natural, highly absorbable form. Every cup provides not just one compound, but dozens working together in harmony, reducing inflammation, protecting blood vessels, and shielding the retina from oxidative stress. In a way, teas act like a gentle maintenance kit for your eyes. If your vision is like a camera, with the retina as your film, the lens as your glass, and the blood vessels as your wiring, then herbal teas help keep the film sharp, the glass clear, and the wiring intact. But here's what I've seen again and again in my patients. Consistency is everything. One cup of tea won't magically restore your eyesight overnight. But a daily habit, practiced week after week, month after month, builds a shield around your vision. It's just like medicine or even retirement savings. The earlier and more consistently you invest, the more you'll have to rely on later. So let me ask you this. If something as simple and enjoyable as a daily cup of tea could protect your eyesight for years to come, why not start today? After more than 40 years as a physician, I can tell you this. Waiting until your eyesight fails before taking action is one of the biggest regrets I've seen in older adults. Protecting your vision isn't just about preventing blindness. It's about preserving your independence, your confidence, and the joy of seeing life clearly. And the good news is, you don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines to begin. You can start right now, with a warm cup of herbal tea in your hands. Tea number 1, chamomile, the anti-inflammatory protector. Chamomile isn't just a bedtime tea. For centuries, it has been one of the most widely used medicinal herbs across cultures. The Egyptians brewed it to ease eye strain. Roman physicians prescribed it for inflammation. Even in colonial America, families often kept chamomile in their gardens, not just for sleep, but for tired eyes after long days of work. And now, with the tools of modern science, we can finally confirm what our ancestors already sensed. Chamomile is a natural anti-inflammatory powerhouse, and that makes it an invaluable ally for the eyes after 60. Why is that so important? Because as we age, our eyes live under constant assault from microscopic stress. Imagine a piece of metal left outside in the rain. Slowly, almost invisibly, rust begins to form. That's oxidative stress inside the eye. Over time, it sparks inflammation, and that inflammation lays the groundwork for cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. Chamomile carries compounds like apigenin and bisabolol, which work almost like firefighters, rushing in to calm down inflamed tissues and protect delicate eye structures. The science behind this is striking. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that chamomile tea reduced oxidative stress markers by nearly half in controlled lab conditions, a 48% reduction. That doesn't mean chamomile is a cure, but it demonstrates that something as simple as a warm cup of tea can give your body measurable support against age-related eye damage. Other research, including clinical observations on patients with dry eye syndrome, shown that chamomile extracts can help reduce redness, swelling, and irritation when used regularly. I'll never forget Helen, one of my patients in her 70s. She came to me with red, watery eyes that had been troubling her for years. Over-the-counter drops only gave her temporary relief. Together, we decided to try something gentle but consistent. Every evening, she drank a cup of chamomile tea to relax before bed. Then she saved a little of it, cooled it, soaked cotton pads, and placed them over her eyes for 10 minutes. 2 weeks later, she walked into my office with a smile I hadn't seen before. "Doc," she said, "for the first time in years, I wake up without burning eyes." That small ritual changed the way she felt about her mornings. And it makes you wonder how many of us accept daily discomfort, thinking it's just part of aging, when sometimes the solution can be as simple as a flower steeped in hot water. If you decide to try chamomile yourself, make it a habit. 1 or 2 cups a day is enough, preferably in the evening, when its natural calming effect can also help you sleep better. And don't underestimate the power of a compress. Your eyes work hard all day, reading, watching, straining. Giving them 10 minutes of rest with chamomile pads is like sending them to the spa. Of course, I always remind my patients to be cautious. Chamomile is generally safe, but if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, or if you have allergies to ragweed or daisies, you'll want to speak with your doctor before making it a daily habit. The key takeaway here is simple. Chamomile is much more than a bedtime drink. For seniors, it's a gentle but powerful way to reduce inflammation, calm tired eyes, and support long-term vision health. It won't replace your glasses, and it's not a miracle cure. But as a physician who has spent decades caring for older adults, I can tell you this. The people who protect their eyesight most successfully are the ones who embrace small, consistent habits early on. So let me leave you with this question. If something so pleasant, affordable, and easy as a daily cup of chamomile tea could help protect your eyes and bring you comfort, isn't it worth making it part of your life today? Tea number 2, bilberry leaf tea, the vision sharpener. During World War II, British Royal Air Force pilots became known for eating bilberry jam before flying at night, claiming it helped them see better in the dark. At first, many doctors dismissed the idea as superstition, but later research proved that bilberries contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that strengthen blood vessels, improve circulation, and protect the retina. For seniors, this is especially important. One of the most common complaints I hear in my practice is trouble with night vision. Driving after sunset feels unsafe, headlights cause painful glare, and road signs blur. This isn't just aging, it's often the result of weakened circulation in the tiny vessels of the retina. Bilberry compounds support what we call microcirculation, helping those delicate capillaries remain flexible and strong. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients for the eyes, which translates into sharper night vision and slower progression of eye disease. A 2015 study in Advances in Nutrition found that anthocyanins from bilberries improved retinal function and slowed age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in older adults. Another Japanese trial showed that only 12 weeks of bilberry supplementation improved night vision adaptation in people with eye strain. I think of George, a 69-year-old patient who loved to drive. He told me he had stopped going out at night because the glare from headlights made him nervous. Instead of giving up, he tried 1 cup of bilberry tea every evening. A few months later, he came back smiling, telling me he had taken his wife out to dinner downtown and felt confident behind the wheel again. It wasn't a miracle, but it was proof that small, steady habits can restore independence. Other studies have confirmed similar benefits. Korean researchers found adults who consumed bilberry regularly had significant improvements in contrast sensitivity, the ability to distinguish objects from their background, a skill critical for safe driving and reading. European studies have also linked bilberries to improved circulation in the eye, offering protection against macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy. Bilberry tea is simple to prepare. Steep a teaspoon of dried leaves or crushed berries in hot water for about 10 minutes. 1 cup a day is plenty, and for extra antioxidant support, some people combine it with green tea. It is safe for most, though I advise patients on blood thinners or diabetes medications to avoid concentrated extracts without consulting their doctor. Bilberry leaf tea is far more than folklore. Science shows it can sharpen night vision, protect retinal circulation, and slow the decline that too often forces seniors to give up evening activities. For anyone who still wants to read comfortably, drive safely, and enjoy nights out without fear, bilberry tea is a natural ally. And I would ask you this: if one simple daily habit could help you see more clearly and keep your freedom after dark, wouldn't you want to start today? Tea number 3, ginkgo biloba tea, the memory and vision booster. Ginkgo biloba is one of the oldest tree species on Earth, surviving for more than 200 million years. For centuries, traditional Chinese medicine has relied on its leaves to improve circulation, sharpen memory, and protect eyesight. Today, modern science has confirmed what ancient healers suspected all along. Ginkgo is a natural vascular protector that helps keep blood vessels strong and flexible, which is especially valuable for aging eyes. As we age, circulation to the retina and the optic nerve begins to weaken, and this poor blood flow can accelerate glaucoma, macular degeneration, and even lead to vision loss. Ginkgo's powerful flavonoids and terpenoids counteract these changes by dilating blood vessels, enhancing oxygen and nutrient delivery, protecting nerve cells from damage, and reducing oxidative stress that slowly wears down delicate eye tissue. A study published in the Journal of Glaucoma showed that older adults who took ginkgo experienced measurable improvements in visual field sensitivity, which meant they could see more clearly in peripheral areas often lost early in glaucoma. What makes ginkgo remarkable is that its benefits extend beyond the eyes. The same circulation boost that nourishes the retina also improves blood flow in the brain, enhancing memory, focus, and mental clarity. A review in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that ginkgo improved cognitive performance in older adults, particularly in those already showing signs of memory decline. This overlap explains why many seniors who add ginkgo tea to their routine notice improvements in both their vision and their mental sharpness. One of my patients, Samuel, a 76-year-old retired engineer, came to me frustrated that he could no longer read his old blueprints and felt his memory slipping. We introduced 1 cup of ginkgo tea to his mornings, combined with a healthier diet and light exercise. Within 3 months, Samuel told me he could focus longer, his eye exams showed slower progression of glaucoma, and he was back to sketching in his workshop. His wife even noticed he was more alert and engaged in daily life. Ginkgo tea is simple to prepare. Steep a teaspoon of dried leaves in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes and drink 1 cup a day, preferably in the morning since it can be mildly stimulating. Pairing it with green tea enhances its antioxidant effects. While generally safe, I advise patients on blood thinners or those preparing for surgery to avoid it, as it can increase bleeding risk, and to watch for mild side effects like headaches if consumed in excess. Ginkgo biloba tea is truly a 2-in-1 solution. It supports clearer vision by strengthening circulation in the eyes, while also sharpening memory by increasing blood flow to the brain. For older adults who want to protect both their eyesight and their mental clarity, this is one of the smartest and simplest habits to add to a daily routine. And I often ask my patients to reflect. If something as easy as a morning cup of tea could help you see more clearly and think more clearly, why wouldn't you make it part of your life? Tea number 4, green tea, the antioxidant shield. When people think of green tea, they usually connect it with weight loss, metabolism, or heart health, but few realize how powerful it can be for protecting vision. Green tea is loaded with catechins, antioxidants that are said to be up to 100 times stronger than vitamin C. These compounds act like a shield, protecting the delicate tissues of the eye from oxidative stress, the gradual damage that builds up over time, much like rust on metal. Because our eyes are constantly exposed to oxygen and light, they are especially vulnerable to free radical damage. Over the years, this stress contributes to cataracts, glaucoma, and age-related macular degeneration. Green tea's most important compound, epigallocatechin gallate or EG, has been shown to accumulate in the retina and lens after drinking. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that green tea significantly reduced oxidative damage in the eyes for nearly 20 hours after consumption, offering long-lasting protection. This is critical when we look at the scale of eye disease. Cataracts affect over 24 million Americans over 40, clouding the natural lens of the eye. Green tea slows this process by helping protect lens proteins from oxidation. Glaucoma, which silently damages the optic nerve, is closely tied to oxidative stress and impaired circulation. Research suggests that the catechins in green tea help protect retinal ganglion cells, the very cells that glaucoma tends to destroy. I remember Margaret, a 70-year-old woman diagnosed with early cataracts. Her doctor warned her that surgery might be needed within 5 years. Instead of waiting, she began drinking 2 cups of green tea each day along with other healthy habits. 4 years later, her cataracts had barely progressed, and she continued driving with confidence. She told me, "Green tea isn't just a drink anymore, Doc. It's my insurance for independence." Margaret's story isn't unique. Large population studies have shown similar benefits. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that tea drinkers had a lower risk of glaucoma. Another study in China reported that daily green tea drinkers had a reduced risk of developing macular degeneration. These results remind us that while age and genetics play a role, the everyday choices we make have tremendous influence on our vision. Brewing green tea is simple. Steep a teaspoon of loose leaves in hot water, about 175 degrees, for 2 to 3 minutes. 2 or 3 cups a day provide the best benefits. Adding a squeeze of lemon can boost antioxidant absorption. It's safe for most people, though those sensitive to caffeine should avoid drinking it too late in the evening, and patients on blood thinners should check with their doctor since green tea contains vitamin K. Green tea is far more than a refreshing beverage. It is a daily shield that helps slow cataracts, protect against glaucoma, and preserve retinal health, all while supporting circulation and even brain function. For older adults who want to keep their vision clear and maintain independence, this simple habit offers lasting value. And I often ask my patients, if something as easy as a cup of tea can help protect the eyes you rely on every single day, why not make it part of your routine? Tea number 5, chrysanthemum tea, the ancient remedy for tired eyes. In China, chrysanthemum tea has been treasured for more than 1,000 years as a tonic for the eyes. Ancient scholars believed it helped them endure long nights of reading by candlelight, protecting their vision from fatigue. Modern research now supports this traditional wisdom. Chrysanthemum flowers are rich in luteolin, beta-carotene, and vitamin A, nutrients directly linked to eye health. Vitamin A plays a crucial role in night vision. Luteolin is a strong anti-inflammatory that reduces irritation and oxidative stress in the retina. And carotenoids help safeguard the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp detail. A 2018 study in Molecules showed chrysanthemum extracts had neuroprotective effects on retinal cells, reducing the risk of degeneration, while clinical reports from Asia have noted improvements in dry eye and blurred vision among seniors who drink this tea regularly. I recall Mrs. Lin, a 71-year-old retired librarian who came to me complaining that her eyes felt heavy and dry each afternoon, making it hard to enjoy her favorite novels. I suggested she try chrysanthemum tea twice a day, mid-morning and mid-afternoon. Within a month, she returned with relief, telling me she could once again finish her books without discomfort. Stories like hers are echoed in research as well. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found chrysanthemum tea eased eye strain in people who spent long hours in front of computer screens, and other studies have shown it improves tear film stability, a critical factor in reducing dry eye, which affects millions of Americans over 50. Chrysanthemum tea is easy to prepare. Place 6 to 8 dried flowers in hot water, steep for 5 minutes until the water turns golden, and enjoy. 1 or 2 cups daily are enough, especially in the afternoon when fatigue is most noticeable. Some people like to add goji berries for an extra antioxidant boost. While generally safe, those with ragweed allergies should be careful since the plants are related, and anyone taking blood pressure medication should monitor their response because chrysanthemum may enhance its effects. Chrysanthemum tea is more than just a soothing floral drink. It is an ancient, time-tested eye tonic that eases dryness, reduces irritation, and helps preserve healthy vision. For seniors who want to keep reading, using digital devices, or enjoying hobbies without discomfort, This tea offers a simple yet powerful way to care for their eyes. And the question I often ask my patients is this: if such a gentle daily habit can keep your eyes clear and comfortable, why not make it part of your life? So there you have it, the top 5 herbal teas that can help keep your eyes strong and clear after 60. We talked about chamomile to calm inflammation, bilberry to sharpen night vision, ginkgo to protect both memory and eyesight, green tea as a daily antioxidant shield, and chrysanthemum, the ancient remedy for tired eyes. Each one offers unique benefits, but together they remind us of one powerful truth: small, consistent choices can make a big difference in how we age. You don't have to accept blurry vision or fading independence as an unavoidable part of getting older. Your eyes deserve care, and something as simple as a warm cup of tea can be part of that care. The question is, which one will you try first? I want to thank you for watching and spending this time with me today. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, hit that like button, share it with a friend who could use the advice, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of our future videos filled with practical, science-backed tips for living healthier, longer, and stronger. Until next time, take care of your health, take care of your eyes, and I'll see you in the next video.